Yeah, hey, yeah. I wanna travel south this year. I won't prevent safe passage here. Why you act crazy, not an act, maybe so closer, lady shifty as shady. Yeah, hey, yeah, tears that soak a calloused heart. Why you act frightened? I am enlightened. Your weakness builds me, so someday you'll see. I'll stay away. Why you act crazy, not an act, maybe so closer, lady shifty as shady. I'll stay away. I'll stay away. I'll stay away. I'll stay away. Hi, my name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Runeterra. That was I Stay Away by Alice in Chains off the Jar of Flies album. A great short EP. Definitely worth it if you are at all into this style of music. And rest in peace, Mr. Lane. I have thought often about how cool it would be if I could go back in time and save all of my artistic heroes from their inevitable self-destruction. I wonder what would have happened. I wonder what weird collaborations we would have got out of guys like Lane Staley and Kurt Cobain, and like Freddie Mercury if he survived. These guys were special vocalists. That means a lot to me. So we don't really play this game very seriously because, quite frankly, the meta is boring. The meta is a Zoe deck where they have Zoe turn 1, and if you don't have a response, you lose. Cool. It's a Plaza deck. If they have Plaza on turn 3 and you don't have a sufficiently good draw or response, you lose. Cool. And then the third offender that I see often is just Swain decks, and I'm cool with Swain decks. Swain decks are fair. Swain decks make a certain kind of sense. There's enough interactivity that those games tend to be pretty fun. actually. They're not just snowbally bullshit matches. Like, you can win those matches. But that's mostly all I see on ladder, at least in my lowly rank of platinum. And I find that incredibly boring. I don't like snowball matches. I don't like coin flip feeling matches. And Runeterra has had this problem with me for months and months and months. It just feels like a coin flip simulator. Like, when the best of the best are getting like 52, 53% win rates. In Magic, the best of the best are getting closer to 60, 65, and I need that differential. I need there to be room for skill expression. And without there being room for skill expression, again, it just feels like, okay, I lost that one. I won that one. I lost that one. And like 3 hours later, you're like the same rank you were when you started. The game might be fun, but when you pair it with a ranking system like this, it's made of anti-fun. It just makes it fucking poisonous. Like, again, great designed game. There's so much to like about Runeterra. And I've said that many, many times. But the way it ranks, the way it plays when you try to rank, holy shit. The grindiest of grindy bullshits, unless you're, a lucky motherfucker, which I am not. And you just go on a tear and you get your like fucking 10 wins in a row and you get to Masters and then you jerk off on all the plebes below you who aren't that lucky. That's me. I'm one of those. I don't think this deck is very good, but this is a random Discord construct I found, and the plan seems to be stall, and Thermo Beam gives you a potential answer to turn 1 Zoe. This deck doesn't seem like it is going to do super great into Plaza decks. But it does, again, have a lot of stall. So if you can freeze their attempted attackers, you're denying them a lot of value. And it seems really hyper-reliant on Puffcat Peddler, which seems a little crazy to me. Especially because there are no... isn't there a copy spell that they could run that just makes them, a little stronger? If they're relying primarily on Puffcat Peddler, don't we want at least one improvement to potentially clone it? Like, at least one. This is a stock list that I got, and I think we want to cut something for iterative improvement. Let's try one of them out, maybe two. I think this might shore up some of the weakness of being super dependent on Puffcat Peddler by giving us an additional copy. It might be so good that we want all three. Again, I don't think this deck is very good, but we're going to run a few games because I've never played it, and why the fuck not, right? If you don't know me long term, why the fuck not is one of my favorite mottos. One of my personal favorite mottos. Don't let indecision take up too much time in your life. You're scrolling Netflix, just fucking pick something, man. You have to choose between what you want to eat, like, just fucking pick something. It doesn't matter that much. The impact isn't that big. Why the fuck not? Apparently Ezreal really wanted to be in the sand. We really want Mystic Shot or Gotcha. But instead of those... Sure. Well, we got all freezes and no action. Yeah. This is just not a winnable hand. Good game, opponent. Well, Brittle Steel is not helping us at all in that scenario. Why would this deck not have Ballistic Bot? It helps Puffcat Peddler, but I guess it doesn't further any other game plan, really. I want more direct removal, like... all those freezes in that scenario just absolutely fucked us. At that point, a Static Shock might have helped, but it was so late. Do we want a second one of these? Kinda. Sure. I mean, that'll give us a better aggro matchup, right? Never been a big fan of Brittle Steel, especially in decks where you don't have creatures to leverage good trades. And this deck is pretty creature light, and the creatures it has are not particularly strong. And because we don't have Ash in the deck, Brittle Steel is especially useless. And here's a deck I hate more than any deck in the universe. It's a Zoe deck, so we always have the potential to just lose the game automatically to turn 1 Zoe. And it's a Lee Sin deck, which is still what I think is one of the most broken strategies in the game. Really just hate Lee Sin decks. If I could have one wish, it would be to never ever play against Lee Sin ever again.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
Let's start burning those counter spells.
Think I'm still like a yodel in uniform.
Fight with my spirit, not my fists.
Really good draw for the opponent.
Looking into the future, I see purple.
Nopeify here, I suppose, does deny the Death Ray too. So does Pale. Man, I'm already over this matchup. I'm already over this matchup completely.
No.
gained when we return malevolence?
Minding details is my duty.
Notified my death ray. Well, the death ray was pretty useful in this matchup, but we're still like 100% to lose. Look at this hand.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Observe and learn.
A pretty big mana disadvantage here.
Gems are superb. Bad for the teeth, though.
Huh.
They grow up so fast. A true Freljordian welcome.
Could have a pail.
Go, floaty crystals.
Okay.
I'm a peddler, not a meddler. Stay back.
What is gained when we return malevolence?
Don't blink, or you miss me.
Odds are very, very high that he has Hush if we try to attack with this.
Stand aside. An expert is at work.
Sure. So, pretty likely that he's going for the Overwhelm buff on this next turn. Okay. Didn't change anything for me.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Uh-huh.
I've always been a fun guy. I'm so good, I surprise myself.
Beg your pardon?
Okay. Don't really get the point of that, but okay.
Even at war, you remain so calm.
Would panicking help, brother?
It's interesting because he's had these the whole game, and he's been generating
What is gained from
lifelink
declaring
blockers. We haven't been able to attack at all. We're still in it, I think.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
Got a flash freeze. We could use another harsh winds, of course. Who cares?
I got ways to find me mushrooms. Payday!
Breathe in, breathe out.
Wow, 45 caps, 15 cards. He didn't draw a single one.
The dragon lives.
Pretty unlikely, that.
Would a mushroom help? There they go. Excuse you.
Sure.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk. Or whoops, am I right?
I guess we're playing the other Hex Core Foundry.
Oh, take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
gives to those who listen. What is gained when you return malevolence?
And Ezreal is victorious!
At least that was funny. Okay. Well, did not expect that result, but we'll take it.
Take your marks. Set.
Next. Okay, mid-range. Probably a Plaza deck. Well, there's a Peddler. This isn't a Zoe deck. The Death Ray doesn't do that much work here. I guess the Troll Chant's pretty good. Can we start a game without Ezreal in hand? Especially then it's against the Hush deck, so it's just extra useless.
Clad in shining sunlight.
If we play this and he has single combat, we have to do like Troll Chant or Flash Freeze, but I guess that's fine.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
We'd rather not have to do that here, but yep.
There they go.
So that pause there tells me he has Pale Cascade. He was just kind of doing the math in his head.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
You cannot sway me.
Our sun will not set today.
That's a very, very big boy. So we can copy this, or we can go for. No, we don't. That's 7. Yeah, I think we just have to copy this and freeze this when he goes in.
Piercing rays.
So we're gonna get the other Peddler down and go mushroom crazy.
Heard there was a little fella asking for me.
Chosen of the sun.
Her light rules the heavens.
I think now we find out if he has the Hush. I mean, there's nothing else we can do with Teemo, unfortunately.
2, 3, 4.
We can't really bait him.
Unyielding light. I am the bulwark against darkness.
You'll never know what hit him. Grow free.
Oh, no Hush. 62 puff cats. Pretty good top deck there.
Clad in shining sunlight. The sun's splendor revealed.
He has the big buff spell. We're probably well and truly effed.
Shining gifts from the sky.
Yeah, it's a pretty ideal setup for him.
Channel our power!
Scorching light. Burn away doubt.
They grow up so fast.
Damn. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, we knew we had the pail, but we didn't really have better options there. So, what's the plan? He's got 62 in his deck. There's almost no way he dies in the next draw. We've got 10 mana. We can play these two and a puff and hold up Troll Chant. We can hope he hasn't drawn Hush. Ezreal, that's 5 mana. That gets a kill and adds 2 more mushrooms. That leaves us enough to chump Wump as well. That's probably okay.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
He didn't have Hush last turn, so we have to hope he doesn't have it this turn.
Defend our sacred ways. Bask in the light's radiance.
Weird to play that there. Unless he has Rally, in which
Stop
case
bragging if you can back it
we're
up.
super dead. He has Rally, he can't Hush here. Sure.
Power before our might.
No way! Put on me mask, secure me tail,
Yeah.
time to die. Pay dirt!
Not looking very good, folks. We just didn't have any way to interact with this Leona. No one's playing Leona. This guy is the only one playing Leona. What's this? What is this in terms of buff? +2/+2. Stun the whole board. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. That's the card we were expecting a few turns ago. That's not really a matchup we're built for. If that was Zoe Asol, I think we would have been set up really well, but this deck just can't beat Leona. Not designed to. We'll try one more. And we'll call it a day. If you're having fun with Runeterra, by all means, continue to have fun with Runeterra. I have to look for other places to have fun. Because that's what I want to do on this show. I want to have fun. Not sadness, fun. So this matchup last time just absolutely fucking crushed us. God damn, every hand. Fuck you, dude. Fucking Ezreal, man.
Status high. An expert is at work.
I'm gonna see if he plays Draven.
Time for the main event.
Hopefully he doesn't have like survival tactics.
Draven out.
See, if we would have just played Puff Cap without passing there, they would have punished us.
And if it helps.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
So he got rid of the axe, so we can block here pretty safely. And this matchup is more about preserving our life total than whittling theirs down. We're definitely the defensive deck. Yeah. It was about as bad an outcome as it could be. Didn't have any way to play that differently, though. We could have played the Puff Cap. We would have carried the one over. If he developed his board, which he probably wouldn't, with the 3/3 out there, he might have gotten greedy and went with Get Excited first, but pretty unlikely. Uncertain what we're doing here. Okay. Opponent timed out, I guess. He used one Get Escape. This deck usually has two.
I thought you'd never ask.
We're going to assume that maybe we can get a free Mystic Shot here.
Oh, take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do. Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Okay. Opponent dropped. Guess I'll take it.
Can't stop me.
Okay.
Easy. Like my
No
name.
idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
All right, so that was the mushroom nonsense. For those of you who would like to take a quick peek at the deck list, here you go. The original had 3 brittles. We changed that by putting an iterative and a couple more death rays in there. The iterative because the deck seems to be centrally built around Peddler and it doesn't have tools like Bastion to protect the Peddler. So iterative is a way to have additional Peddlers. Seems like it could be a fun deck in a more control-oriented meta where you're facing the Zoe Asol variants over and over again. Or, you know, the Go Hard matchup or the Swain matchup, because both of those decks draw a lot of cards and they help accelerate into our plan of direct damage. Overall, this deck isn't exactly my style, but it's definitely fun, and I think could be good with a few tweaks. I would probably only have 2 Hexcore Foundries in the deck ultimately. I think you can usually not have multiples on the field. It's too big of a liability against your opponent. I mean, if they have 6 slots to overwhelm you and you have 4, it can get problematic really quickly. And I don't think Hexcore is instrumental to winning the game the way this is designed. The deck just wins over time. I think Hexcore is just a win more. So we'll cut one of those and put in another clone, I think. And we'll call it there. I've been Gravity Groove for Not Safe for Work Runeterra. If you've enjoyed the show, please consider liking, subscribing, saying hello, waving, telling me your favorite color, or, you know, telling me your favorite blizzard. Yeah, does anyone remember blizzards? Dairy Queen? I got the peanut butter parfait. I wasn't a blizzard guy. But, you know, there's no wrong answer. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I hope to see you next time. Boom! Later.